If you're over 60, you've probably spent years trying to eat the right way. You avoid fried foods, you limit sugar, you drink more water, and you try to add more vegetables to your plate. You believe you're doing everything right, and in many ways, you are. But what if I told you that some of those very same vegetables, the ones you thought were protecting your heart and brain, could quietly raise your stroke risk overnight? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? After all, vegetables are supposed to heal, not harm. Picture this. You finish dinner feeling proud. Maybe a light salad, some steamed greens, a cup of tea. You go to bed early, confident you've made a smart choice. But when you wake up the next morning, something feels off. You feel dizzy, your words come out a little slower, your arm feels weak. It's scary and confusing because you didn't eat anything bad. You ate healthy food. So how could that happen? Here's the truth that surprises many seniors. After 60, your body changes, and it changes in ways that affect how food works inside you. Your kidneys slow down, your blood vessels stiffen, and your metabolism becomes more delicate. The same food that helped you at 40 can act differently at 70. Your body simply processes things more slowly, and sometimes that shift can turn even healthy habits into hidden risks. But here's the good news. The problem isn't the vegetables. The problem is timing, quantity, and awareness. Once you understand how your aging body reacts to different foods, you can still eat what you love, safely. You don't have to fear vegetables, or stop eating the things that make you feel good. You just need to eat them the right way, at the right time, and in the right combinations. In this video from Smart Seniors, we're going to explore 9 common vegetables that can quietly increase your stroke risk after 60, and I'll show you how to keep enjoying them without fear. Because aging doesn't mean giving up what you love. It means learning to work with your body, not against it. Stay with me until the end, because the last vegetable on this list is one that most seniors eat every single week, and it might just be the most surprising of all. Number 9. Spinach, the superfood with hidden rules. For as long as most of us can remember, spinach has been called a superfood. We've been told it's packed with iron, magnesium, and antioxidants that protect our hearts, sharpen our minds, and keep our bodies young. Many of us grew up watching cartoons of strong sailors eating spinach and becoming invincible. And for decades, it really has been one of the healthiest foods you can put on your plate. But here's something that rarely gets mentioned. After 60, spinach doesn't always act like your best friend. Inside spinach are natural compounds called oxalates. These aren't dangerous by themselves, but they have a sneaky habit of binding to calcium in your body. When you were younger, your kidneys worked like efficient filters, flushing those oxalates out without a problem. But as we age, our kidneys slow down, our arteries become less flexible, and many of us start taking calcium or vitamin D supplements for bone health. Suddenly, those oxalates have a lot more calcium to attach to, and they begin forming tiny crystals inside your bloodstream, almost like grains of sand. Now imagine those grains of sand moving through the small blood vessels that feed your brain. Over time, they can build up, narrow those pathways, and make it harder for oxygen-rich blood to reach where it needs to go. It doesn't happen overnight, and you won't feel it at first. But months or years of that quiet buildup can raise your risk of small, silent strokes, the kind that show up one morning without warning. Does this mean you should stop eating spinach? Absolutely not. Spinach is still a wonderful source of nutrients, but after 60, it comes with new rules. Eat it earlier in the day, when your body is more active and your metabolism is awake. Breakfast, brunch, or lunch are perfect times. Cooking also helps. Steam or lightly sauté your spinach instead of eating it raw. Heat naturally lowers oxalate levels. And if you take calcium or vitamin D supplements, avoid pairing them with spinach-heavy meals. Think of spinach as a trusted old friend. Still loyal, still good for you, but one who needs a little more understanding now that you're both older. When you eat it right, it will keep your blood strong and your brain sharp. But if you ignore how your body has changed, that same leafy green could quietly become a problem. Aging well isn't about giving things up. It's about learning to adapt. Number 8. Broccoli, the vitamin K balancing act. Broccoli has been praised for generations as one of the best vegetables for your heart and immune system. It's rich in fiber, packed with antioxidants, and full of nutrients that help fight inflammation. It's the kind of food doctors recommend again and again, and for good reason. But after 60, this healthy green can become tricky, not because broccoli itself is bad, but because of how it interacts with the medications many seniors rely on. The key lies in a nutrient called vitamin K. Vitamin K helps your blood clot properly, which is a wonderful thing when you're younger. It keeps you from bleeding too much from a small cut or bruise. But if you're taking blood-thinning medications, drugs like warfarin, Plavix, or even a daily aspirin, too much vitamin K can throw off that delicate balance your doctor is trying to maintain. Here's what happens. Blood thinners are designed to keep your blood flowing freely, preventing dangerous clots. Vitamin K does the opposite. It encourages clotting. When you suddenly eat a lot of broccoli, your vitamin K levels spike, and your medicine may not work as effectively. But if you stop eating broccoli for a few days, the medication might become too strong, making your blood too thin. The danger doesn't come from eating broccoli itself. It comes from inconsistency. That constant up and down can quietly increase your risk of a stroke or internal bleeding without you realizing it. So what should you do? The answer is simple: balance and consistency. You don't need to cut out broccoli. In fact, your body still benefits from its vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. Just keep your intake steady. If you usually eat a small serving of broccoli a few times a week, keep doing that. Don't go from eating none one week to eating a large bowl the next. And always let your doctor know how much broccoli or other vitamin K-rich foods are part of your diet. That way, they can adjust your medication safely. At Smart Seniors, we believe food is medicine, but medicine must be taken in the right dose. Broccoli can still be one of your body's strongest allies, but after 60, it requires awareness. Eat it with consistency. Enjoy it cooked or steamed to make digestion easier, and let it work for you, not against you. A little balance goes a long way toward keeping your circulation steady, your brain clear, and your body strong. Number 7. Romaine lettuce, the nighttime mistake. For many seniors, a light salad in the evening feels like the perfect healthy dinner. It's low in calories, gentle on the stomach, and gives you that feeling of eating clean before bedtime. Romaine lettuce, with its crisp texture and refreshing taste, seems like the star of that healthy habit. But what many people don't realize is that eating romaine too late in the day can quietly raise your stroke risk overnight. Not because it's bad for you, but because of how your body changes after 60. Here's the science behind it. Romaine lettuce is a natural diuretic. That means it gently encourages your body to release water. When you're younger, that's no big deal. Your kidneys are strong, your blood vessels are flexible, and your body easily stays hydrated. But after 60, things slow down. Your kidneys don't filter quite as quickly, your blood vessels stiffen a little, and your sense of thirst becomes weaker. That means your body may lose more fluid than it replaces, especially if you eat romaine in the evening and then go to bed without drinking enough water. Now imagine what happens overnight. Your body becomes slightly dehydrated while you sleep. Your blood gets thicker and moves more slowly through your veins and arteries. If you're also taking blood pressure medication or diuretics, pills that make you lose water, that combination can make your blood even denser. Thick blood moving through narrower vessels creates the perfect conditions for small clots to form, especially in the tiny arteries that supply your brain. You might never notice it, just a little dizziness in the morning or a foggy head that takes hours to clear. But over time, those small changes can become warning signs your circulation is struggling. The solution isn't to stop eating salads or romaine altogether, it's to eat them at the right time. Enjoy your romaine lettuce earlier in the day, maybe for lunch or an early dinner. Number 6. Raw carrots, the hidden sugar spike. Carrots are one of those foods that seem almost too good to be true. They're crunchy, low in calories, and packed with beta-carotene for healthy eyes and glowing skin. Most of us grew up hearing that carrots are the ultimate guilt-free snack. And for the most part, that's true. Carrots are healthy. But if you're over 60, eating raw carrots at the wrong time of day can quietly create trouble for your blood sugar and circulation without you even realizing it. Here's why. Raw carrots digest very quickly. When you chew and swallow them, their natural sugars, the same ones that make them taste slightly sweet, enter your bloodstream fast. If you're young and active, your body handles that sugar spike easily. Your pancreas releases insulin, your blood sugar balances out, and everything works smoothly. But after 60, especially if you have prediabetes, diabetes, or a slower metabolism, your body doesn't regulate those spikes as efficiently as it once did. You may eat a bowl of raw carrots in the evening thinking it's a healthy, light snack. But what happens next is often invisible. Your blood sugar rises quickly, then drops sharply during the night. That sudden drop forces your body to release stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, to keep you stable. Those hormones tighten your blood vessels and raise your blood pressure right when your body is supposed to be resting. Combine that with mild overnight dehydration, and your blood becomes thicker, moving more slowly through your system. It's the perfect setup for small clots that can quietly reduce blood flow to your brain. Now, this doesn't mean carrots are bad, far from it. You just need to eat them in a way that supports your body's rhythm. The best time for carrots is earlier in the day. Breakfast, lunch, or as an afternoon snack when your body is active and your metabolism is awake. And here's another smart seniors tip. Pair your carrots with protein or healthy fats. Number 5. Garlic, from healer to hazard. Garlic has been celebrated for thousands of years as one of nature's most powerful healers. From ancient medicine to modern research, it's known for lowering blood pressure, boosting the immune system, and protecting the heart. Many seniors take pride in adding garlic to their meals every day, believing it's one of the simplest ways to stay strong and healthy. And in many ways, that's true. But after 60, garlic's healing power can quietly cross the line from helpful to harmful, especially for those taking certain medications. You see, garlic is a natural blood thinner. The same compounds that make it so good for your heart, things like allicin and sulfur, help prevent blood clots from forming. That's wonderful if your circulation needs a boost. But if you're already taking prescription blood thinners, such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or even a daily aspirin, garlic can double up that effect without you realizing it. Suddenly, your blood may become too thin, and small blood vessels in your brain can become fragile and prone to bleeding. The signs often seem minor at first. A little dizziness, frequent bruising, nosebleeds that take longer to stop. But for some, that imbalance can lead to something far more serious, like a hemorrhagic stroke. And because garlic is natural, many seniors never think to mention it to their doctor. They assume it's harmless because it grows in the ground. But nature's medicine can be powerful, and like any medicine, it needs respect and moderation. So how can you use garlic safely after 60? First, skip the concentrated supplements unless your doctor specifically recommends them. Those capsules can contain the strength of dozens of garlic cloves. Instead, enjoy garlic the traditional way, cooked into your meals. Cooking softens its compounds, making it gentler on the stomach and milder on the blood. And if you're taking blood thinners, tell your doctor how often you use garlic in your diet. That one simple conversation can prevent serious complications. Used wisely, garlic remains one of nature's greatest gifts. It supports your heart, protects your immune system, and adds warmth to every dish. But used carelessly, it can quietly work against you. Aging well doesn't mean avoiding powerful foods. It means understanding their power. Garlic is still your friend. You just need to know how to keep that friendship balanced. Number 4. Onions. When good blood flow goes too far. Onions are another food we've long been told to trust. They're in almost every healthy recipe: soups, stir-fries, salads, and for good reason. Onions are rich in antioxidants, help lower cholesterol, and improve circulation. They're one of the simplest ingredients nature gives us to protect the heart. But for seniors over 60, especially those taking medication for blood pressure or circulation, onions can sometimes make your blood flow a little too well. Here's how that happens. Onions contain a compound called quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that helps relax and widen your blood vessels. When you're younger, that's exactly what you want. It lowers blood pressure and helps oxygen move freely throughout your body. But as you age, your blood vessels become more sensitive, and many people start taking prescription drugs that already lower blood pressure. When you combine those medications with too much quercetin from onions, your blood pressure can dip lower than it should. That sudden drop might not seem dangerous at first. Maybe you just feel tired or lightheaded after dinner. But at night, when your body is resting and your hydration naturally drops, that extra relaxation in your blood vessels can slow circulation too much. In some cases, it can even reduce the amount of oxygen reaching your brain, leading to dizziness, confusion, or fainting spells that resemble early stroke symptoms. The key, as always, is moderation and timing. If you love onions, and let's be honest, they make food taste wonderful, enjoy them as a flavor, not as the main part of a meal. Cook them rather than eating them raw. Heat reduces quercetin's strength and makes onions easier to digest. And try not to eat large onion-heavy dishes late at night, when your blood pressure is already at its lowest. Another simple habit that helps: stay hydrated. Seniors often underestimate how much water they need, and dehydration only makes these blood pressure swings more intense. If you wake up dizzy or feel unusually weak in the morning, take note of what you ate the night before, especially if it included a heavy onion dish. Onions are still one of the best foods you can eat for heart health, but after 60, the rules change slightly. A little adds flavor and protection. Too much, or at the wrong time, can quietly put stress on your brain and circulation. It's not about cutting things out. It's about understanding balance. And balance, more than any single food, is what keeps you steady, clear, and strong. Number 3. The comfort food that spikes blood sugar. For many seniors, corn feels like comfort. Maybe it reminds you of backyard barbecues, family dinners, or warm bowls of corn chowder on a cool evening. It's sweet, familiar, and feels harmless. A classic all-American vegetable. But here's the surprising truth. Nutritionally, corn behaves less like a vegetable and more like a starch. And for people over 60, that small detail can make a big difference in your heart and brain health. When you eat corn, your body quickly converts its natural sugars into glucose, the same kind of sugar your body gets from white bread or rice. When you were younger, your metabolism burned through that sugar with ease. But after 60, your cells don't absorb glucose as efficiently, especially if you've developed insulin resistance or slowed down your physical activity. That means your blood sugar can spike quickly and stay high longer than it should. Those sugar spikes do more than just affect your energy. They also trigger stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, the same hormones your body releases when it's under pressure. These hormones tighten your blood vessels and make your blood thicker, forcing your heart to work harder. Over time, this pattern, spike, crash, spike again, quietly wears down your circulation, especially in the delicate arteries that feed your brain. Now, this doesn't mean you should give up corn forever. The goal isn't to fear food, it's to eat it smarter. The best time to enjoy corn is earlier in the day, when you're more active and your body can use that energy. Avoid eating corn late at night when your metabolism slows and your hydration drops. And whenever you eat corn, pair it with protein or healthy fats, like eggs, beans, or avocado. This slows sugar absorption and keeps your energy levels steady. Also, not all corn is the same. Fresh corn on the cob is much better for you than processed corn products like cornflakes, cornbread, or chips. Processed corn breaks down even faster. Number 2. Asparagus, the dehydration trap. Asparagus is often seen as one of the cleanest, healthiest vegetables you can eat. It looks elegant on the plate, it's light, it's full of nutrients, and it's often recommended in heart-healthy or weight-loss diets. Many seniors love including it in their dinners, believing it's the perfect safe vegetable, gentle, green, and good for the body. And it is. But after 60, asparagus carries a quiet secret. It can dehydrate you faster than you realize, especially when eaten at the wrong time of day. That's because asparagus is a natural diuretic. It helps your body release water through your kidneys. When you're younger, that's a good thing. It flushes out toxins and keeps your system clean. But as you age, your body's ability to stay hydrated naturally declines. Your thirst signals become weaker, your blood vessels stiffen, and your kidneys don't regulate fluids as efficiently. So, if you eat asparagus at night, your body may lose more fluid than it replaces while you sleep. During sleep, you're not drinking water, your breathing is slower, and your body temperature drops slightly. all of which already reduce hydration. Add asparagus to that mix, and your blood can become thicker overnight. Thick blood flows more slowly through your veins and arteries, which means less oxygen reaches your brain. For some seniors, that can cause dizziness in the morning, a foggy head, or even a small clot that goes unnoticed until symptoms appear later. But just like every food we've talked about, asparagus isn't the enemy. It's all about timing and awareness. The best time to eat asparagus is during the day, especially at lunch or an early dinner. That way, your body has time to process and balance fluids before. Number 1. Tomatoes. The surprising nightshade effect. Tomatoes are often seen as the symbol of healthy eating. They're light, colorful, refreshing, and full of antioxidants like lycopene that protect your heart and skin. They brighten up salads, soups, and sandwiches. For many seniors, tomatoes are part of almost every meal. They just seem harmless. But what most people don't realize is that after 60, this everyday food can quietly affect your circulation and even cause symptoms that mimic a stroke. Tomatoes belong to a plant family called nightshades. That group includes peppers, eggplants, and potatoes. Nightshades contain compounds like histamines, tyramines, and solanine. These natural chemicals aren't dangerous for everyone, but in older adults, they can trigger inflammation and affect blood vessel function. They can cause blood vessels to dilate or constrict unpredictably, meaning they open and close when they shouldn't. For someone with aging arteries, that can lead to dizziness, pressure changes, or even numbness that feels like an early stroke warning. There's also the matter of acidity. Tomatoes are naturally acidic, and that acidity can interfere with important minerals like calcium and magnesium, both crucial for strong nerves and stable blood flow. When you eat a large amount of tomatoes, especially late in the day, that acid can lower your body's mineral balance, tighten blood vessels, and make your blood pressure swing up and down during the night. Many seniors wake up feeling lightheaded or tired without realizing their late-night tomato soup or pasta sauce played a role. But as always, moderation and timing make all the difference. You don't need to stop eating tomatoes. They're still rich in vitamins and antioxidants that protect your heart. The key is to cook them gently. Cooking breaks down solanine and boosts lycopene, the antioxidant that gives tomatoes their red color and heart benefits. Avoid eating heavy tomato dishes right before bed, when your circulation slows and your body is more sensitive to acidity. Instead, enjoy them earlier in the day and pair them with magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, spinach, or a handful of almonds to keep your minerals balanced. Tomatoes are proof that even the healthiest foods can behave differently as we age. After hearing about these 9 vegetables, it's easy to feel a little surprised, maybe even uneasy. We've all grown up believing that vegetables are always good for us, that eating more greens automatically means better health. And for most of our lives, that's been true. But as we cross 60, our bodies start speaking a new language. Our kidneys slow down, our arteries become thinner and more sensitive. Our metabolism changes. Foods that once protected us can sometimes challenge us if we don't pay attention to timing, combinations, and balance. That doesn't mean you need to fear your food. It means you need to understand it. Your body at 60 isn't weaker. It's wiser. It just needs you to listen. When you start adjusting your habits, drinking enough water, spacing out your supplements, eating certain vegetables earlier in the day, you're not restricting yourself. You're adapting. You're learning how to stay strong, clear-minded, and independent. At Smart Seniors, we believe that awareness is freedom. Knowing how your body works lets you enjoy the foods you love without fear. You can still have your spinach omelet, your broccoli soup, your corn on the cob. You just know when and how to enjoy them. Small, thoughtful choices every day protect your brain, your heart, and your future. Because longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Have you noticed how your body reacts differently to certain foods lately? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Your story might help another senior watching today. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to Smart Seniors, and share it with your family and friends. Every click and every comment helps our mission grow, to keep seniors across America stronger, wiser, and more informed about their health. And remember this: what you put on your plate today becomes your strength, clarity, and independence tomorrow. Aging isn't about decline, it's about discovery. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep living smart. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore more simple, science-backed ways to live healthier and happier after 60.